And the other thing I want to start doing, but let me get to the gas station first, is I want to start answering y'all's questions in the video. I don't want to do like a Q&A video because I don't think a lot of you will even watch it. Hola, bienvenidos, welcome and welcome back. Got another video for you today. We're gonna go out. First call of the day is gonna be a walk-in cooler that's down. So yeah, it's just a cooler that's down. I know this unit has had several leaks in the past. Hopefully that's not the case today, but we'll go check it out. And if you guys are new here, please go subscribe right now. Leave a comment, leave a like, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's go fix something. So here's our walk-in. We saw that it was like at 50. They said it was like that for a few hours, so I don't think this compressor is running. So let's see. This thing has had multiple leaks. Let's see if we find another one or if it's something with the electrical side. So again, like in my last, or one of my last videos, the condenser fan is running, but the compressor's not. Our contactor's pulled in, so what that's gonna tell me is, since we have a single phase compressor, more than likely those starting components are bad. And like I've said before, I replace all three at the same time, so I don't get called back. So let's see which capacitor is not working. More than likely it's going to be the start cap. Those are the ones that usually give out on me, but I haven't replaced these, I don't think, ever, so they are pretty old. So we're going to replace both and the potential relay right there. Alright, so we pulled them out. We got a 145 to 174 and a 30 microfarad. So we're going to be checking that on both. So no matter how I check it, I don't think I can get anything. The other cap. So these things are dead. Let me go see what I have. I might have to pick up something. Alright, so I found some new ones. I actually had the right ones. So let's just test them out real quick. 156 on the start. And 30 on the run. So I'm going to get these wired in. And then I'm probably going to give them the new potential relay. This is the one that I carry. It's from Subcoat. So we'll get all that wired in. Alright, so we got everything in there, zip tied it. I had an original Copeland, from a Copeland, to replace that potential relay, so I didn't have to use a universal one. I forgot I had some spare ones there, so the whole set's new. And then we're gonna check our compressor and voltage and everything. We're gonna turn it on, hopefully everything comes on. Check. Okay, so it says we started on 19 amps. And we're running at 4. We're allowed to run 6. So that's fine. Voltage is fine. Starting components are good. The last thing I want to check is but it's already sweating. The last thing I want to check is the charge, but it should be fine. So now one of our installs, I have to come back and support these lines somehow. And then I just quickly insulated this because the bulb was not even insulated. So I did that. I sanded this so I could check my superheat real quick. Clothes kind of rough already. It's not that old, it's a few years old, 5 years or so that I can remember. And we'll see how long it lasts. So it's running fine for now. It's dropping. It was about like 49 degrees. I checked on it right now. So I'm gonna pack up. I don't think I have to do anything. The charge up here looked fine. So I'm gonna take everything up, or everything down, take my trash down. And then I'm gonna check the superheat at the evaporator. Alright, on that one, I'm gonna let it run. I did have to move the expansion valve a little bit because I didn't like the superheat being that low, but it was fluctuating and it was under a high load, so it's probably flooding anyway. But I just adjusted it since it was in the 40s already to something I was comfortable with, a little over 10. That way it drops with the temperature. And I'm just gonna let it run because they said it was working before. And that was before I made any adjustments. It was just, you know, because it was off without the starting components. So we'll see what comes up next. That was a simple one to start with. So I had to do a tire change. I had to wait there. I lost some time trying to get back to my work. I gotta drive a couple hours out, so it kind of sucked waiting there to get those tires changed out, but I didn't want to get stranded. So always check your tires, check your van, make sure you don't get, it doesn't break down on you, especially if you drive far, because you'll be stranded. So out. I should have taken my lunch there. Should have just taken my lunch down. Because I did pack the lunch today. So I did pack something, a fat little chicken salad sandwich there. I'm going to try not to eat out today. And I might just, it's a sandwich, I might just eat it on the drive because I already lost a lot of time. And my original plan was to work through lunch after my call, but it's gonna get super late because it's a far away call. So my main concern right now is just to get there, get started. And I checked the email. It's gonna be a walk-in cooler, and from what they said, it's been down for days. That's literally what it says in the email. So let's see what's going on with it, and let's go fix something. I don't know, but it feels cold as hell to me, so let's check it out. It's cold. Just leave that there. All right, so we're hooked up, and it's icing up obviously because it's too cold inside. I had to scan that compressor because I didn't know what it was. Nothing's marked. And if we go to the label, I can't read that. So it's an R22 system, so we're gonna see I don't think we need a charge, it looked fine. But I'm gonna check now why it's not cutting off and just make sure it cuts in and out. It could be the thermostat. So I'm gonna go downstairs. We have the solenoid up here. It looks like it's been changed out, at least the coil at one point. So make sure that's working, and the thermostat. And it's probably just a control issue. If anything, we'll change out the thermostat. So I'm gonna jump back down and make sure it turns off. So yeah, we are freezing. It's at 32 right now. So I walked in and it went up. Can't see a damn thing. So it's set to 38. Set to 40. Alright, so I was able to move the sensor in the back instead. I got the stupid thing out of the way. And that's it. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I didn't like that it was right by the fan. I'd rather it have the return air, and then we set it. And then they'll keep an eye on it. They don't even know where their breaker is for this, so I can't shut it off anyway to change that thermostat like I would like to, but they'll keep an eye on it and let me know, and then next time we'll find the breaker for them. So yeah, I was gonna replace it with another mechanical T-stat, but they don't know where the breaker is, nothing is labeled, they're busy. I don't wanna accidentally like shut off something important. So I'll come back if they want me to look for it. I was gonna do it because I was here already, but I'm far away from home. I'm just gonna get them going. It looks like it's working. It was just a sensor placement that was pretty bad. And right now I'm gonna double check the cut in and cut out. It cut out at 36. We'll see what it cuts in at, and then if we're good on temp, I'm gonna get out of here and just tell them to keep an eye on it. And this is the location that I had to put in a dryer that was missing. So yeah, it was this one. It was completely missing. They had just straight piped it. So cut it out. They had like bent all of the lines to come down and hook up straight, but took it out, put the dryer back in. And then we did leak tests because the unit that's at the end had leaking dryers, and I replaced those too. If you guys haven't seen it, I will link it down in the description, or I'll put a card up right now so you guys can go watch that one. And I'm gonna start packing up. It's working fine. Like I said, I'm just making sure my cutout temperatures are good and all that. We can get out of here. And funny enough, that last time that I came here, my tire blew out. So that's in that video too. And today I saw that my tires were screwed up, but I got ahead of it. I changed them out before that happened again, and made it here safely. Gonna go home safely. I know there's a lot of traffic right now, but that's a whole other issue. And we're by the beach here. That's what happens over here when you're by the beach, salt water. Everything gets eaten up. So that one's rusted out. That's why the dryers were leaking too. They got to be coated. So like this one right here, that's a new one that they got, and they had it coated. I don't know if they got it coated from the factory or they had someone else do it. I offered to do it, but they ended up getting someone else. So they got to be coated so they don't, the actual coil itself doesn't get destroyed, because it will eat it up. Sun's getting real low. So it's 5 o'clock. I'm gonna get out of here. So I got a 2-hour drive. I gotta go I gotta go fill up right now, get some gas. So that's why I like having the Fieldpiece, or Fieldpiece everything, and I like using the Fieldpiece Job Link app. They're not sponsoring this video, but I'm just telling you, that app, if you buy Fieldpiece, everything hooks up together and you don't have to be jumping in and out. My meter hooks up to it, so I use my meter a lot for temperature on refrigeration side. So if I just hit the tab for the meter, I can see what the temp was, and I saw that it was stuck around 35, and I just kept flipping back and forth. So then I jumped to the tab for the pressure probe so I could see when the solenoid engaged and disengaged. So like when it shut off and it closed, I could see the pressure just drop. So I knew everything was off, because this one, the solenoid was on the roof. I couldn't like physically hear it, because usually you can hear a real loud click and the refrigerant and all that. So instead I used my pressure to see if I was calling or not. Just by using their app and using their products, I can go back and forth. Super simple. Don't have to jump on the roof and see if the unit's on or not. I prefer their app. I know everybody tells me to get the MeasureQuick app. I've had it. It looks nice. It gives you some extra data. I would only use the MeasureQuick one, I guess, if I have a whole bunch of probes hooked up and I have everything mapped out, and I have all my I don't have a lot of psychrometers, so I can't use it to its full advantage. So maybe once I get some more psychrometers, maybe some extra probes, because I deal with a lot of two-stage units. So once I get all that and I'm just doing a full look at the system, I might use MeasureQuick. But for right now, when I'm doing quick checks and when I want to go back and forth between my meter and my pressure probes, and even like when I'm doing a vacuum and then my weight, my scale, so I can do all of that in one app. The MeasureQuick only does your pressure and temperature. So I don't know, that's kind of cool. The Job Link, like I said, I can just open up one app, weigh my refrigerant, check my vacuum, check my pressure, superheat, and check my meter. I can check like the electrical or the temperature on it. So that's what I use it for. And the other thing I want to start doing, but let me get to the gas station first, is I want to start answering y'all's questions in the video. I don't want to do like a Q&A video, because I don't think a lot of you will even watch it. So I'm gonna keep doing my service call videos. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Hopefully I don't get any call back. Hopefully I don't get any other calls. Everybody should be closed that we work for, but you never know with those emergencies. And that's a part of being on call, but it's also worse when you run a business. So I'm always on call. If you guys leave questions in the comments, so go ahead and do that. It can be about me, about any calls that I've done, any recommendations, if you want to know anything about the business side of things, just anything in general, because I get a lot of questions and I can answer them in the video, and I'll post up your comment, shout you out, whatever. If you DM me on Instagram or email me, I might keep that private. I'll still answer the question in the video, but I might not screenshot, your information unless you want me to. But if it's a public comment here or on Instagram, I will have it up while I answer it, and then I'll do that maybe at the beginning of the videos, but eventually it'll just be like, hey, here's the answers to this question, and then the video starts, the call starts or whatever. So right now I already clocked out, or I need to clock out. I'll check right now, and then I'm gonna go get gas and answer the first question. So let me get to that. All right, well, the first gas station didn't even have gas. So yeah, the only other thing is I told the electrician, well, I told the lady here, watch out for that breaker in that breaker box in the back. I'm not too familiar with those. If you guys know what that sound was or what I'm looking at, just let me know in the comments. I don't deal with electrical things like that. We have an electrician that handles all that. I don't even like to mess with breaker boxes inside too much. I'm not qualified for that. I can do little things here and there, but I'm not gonna mess with it too much. My dad is actually or used to be an electrician, so we do have some leeway with that, but we don't mess with it. We call a licensed electrician. So I mentioned to the lady, did not sound good. You're gonna have issues or an accident. She kind of didn't understand me, but I'm gonna leave it in my notes, and then I'm gonna give the electrician a heads up so they can get ahead of that before something happens there. Like I said, I don't know what that noise was. It's just buzzing pretty loud. I did not like walking by it. I had to walk by it every time I had to go get my like tools or whatever, and it didn't do it the whole time, but it was buzzing on and off. So I'll give him a heads up. All right, so we made it for some gas. Next station, Hudson. So first question here is from Solderweld themselves. Now this is a Solderweld HVAC over on Instagram. So that's going to be Lance's page. So I don't know, you guys probably use Solderweld, or maybe you don't. I personally love their products. I have their blanket. I prefer to use their round rods for brazing. So, and I have some other of their different rods for different metals. They have great stuff, and the canister that they carry this stuff in, even the packaging for the rods when you buy them, they're great. I have the orange canister to hold all of them. That stuff is cool. So this is from Lance, and he says, after all these years, do you look back and feel grateful for starting your business in HVAC, or question mark, or not, I guess. So yeah, I am super grateful, and I will always be, you know, thankful for everything in my life, of all the opportunities I've gotten. But as far as this question, I am super grateful for this business and being in this trade. So we started out as a hot side company. My dad does not do HVAC. He basically told me that he needed a refrigeration guy. So I just switched my major over to HVAC at my college. And I had to switch colleges actually. And then I was a refrigeration guy. So I never had an actual boss. I've been my own boss. I love it. I love running a business. There are ups and downs with the stress and the scary parts of running a business. You gotta take those, and then it offsets by not having anybody tell you what to do and being flexible with your own schedule. So if you're a one-man show, that's a whole other story. You're gonna be busy, you're gonna be tired. We were a two-man team for the longest time. Now we're up to like 5, and we know what we can and can't do, because at the beginning we tried to do everything. We overwork ourselves, and you learn from your mistakes. So right now, nobody tells me what to do. I'm sure you've seen Zach over on Quality HVAC. I think he just did a video on this type of stuff. He took his kid along for his service calls. That's something I can do too. I've taken my kid, not on solo calls, I guess. Like usually if I go help out a tech, sometimes my kid is with me. So I have that flexibility, you know? So sometimes my kid's with me. If I got to do errands, he'll be with me sometimes. You know, if he's not in school or anything. But I can also get out to make doctor appointments. I can get out whenever I need to for him and his needs. I can do a lot of that, but like I said, it's a give and take thing. So like sometimes I miss things because I'm working. So it's I don't regret it at all. I would never leave my dad's company or our company, and super grateful. Like best thing is us starting this business. You know, I was super happy for him because he always wanted to have his own business. Then he wanted to, in his words, partner with me because I do something completely different than what he does, and we run it like that. So there's a hot side that he runs, and then I run the refrigeration HVAC side. So I don't want to ramble on too much. If you have any more questions about that, let me know. Anything specific you want. Like I said, I was just answering his question. I don't regret it. Super happy to be in the business. There are pros and cons, and for me, the pros outweigh the cons. You're gonna be stressed. You're gonna be overworked sometimes. You got a lot of things to think about: your employees, your financial situation, what you spend, profit margins. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. Advertising, sometimes you don't have work. We've been through that. We haven't had that issue in the longest time now, but like, especially at the beginning, you're gonna be worried about finding work. And then in my business, or in any HVAC business, the customer can always call somebody else. Unless you do contracts, we don't do that type of stuff, but they can always just call somebody else. So we've been left out to dry before. We've had companies just stop, our customers just stop calling, find out they have somebody else. Like, you lose business, you got to be ready to go get business, more business. So ups and downs, but it's been great. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I might post it again on my Instagram, because I don't know if that story got that many views that time. I might have posted it at a weird time. I did get a few questions, but maybe I'll do it again, see if there's any other questions. And anything I get in the comments, anything you guys email me or DM me on Instagram, I'll include. So we'll start doing this on all the videos. Hopefully it goes well. And yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Be safe, and I'll see you guys.